want you to start thinking about robots, right? Robots are made of metal, and we're going to try and make a robot made of metal that you can find in your house, primarily in your kitchen, and maybe some metal tools or other metal things that you might have in your house, but nothing dangerous, nothing sharp, nothing that would cause any harm. So I want you to think about robots and look at some pictures of robots, and think about balancing objects and whether or not you want your robot to be symmetrical or not symmetrical. I have a video clip for you to look at and some pictures of some robots. And my son and I did a time-lapse video of making a robot from metal objects that we found in our kitchen. Now, you can cheat a little bit. It doesn't have to completely balance. We used a little bit of tape on ours. You can use tape or anything else you can think of. Maybe a bread twisty tie or a pipe cleaner or something else to hold your robot in place. But it's meant to be a temporary sculpture, like an installation. So when we were all finished, we took ours all apart and put everything in the dishwasher, make sure it was clean. So check out this video and start thinking about robots.
Oh, good.
This is the robot that my son and I made with things that we found in our kitchen. If you look closely, you can see we used a little bit of tape just to hold it in place. This is the time-lapse video of us assembling the robot with all the parts. So this is how the robot turned out. It's mostly symmetrical, but a little bit not symmetrical. So to start, we used 2 candles that were metallic with the metallic finish. We put 2 upside down cups on, found another kitchen tool to lay across those, and decided to use blender arms for the actual arms. So we taped those to the top of the cheese grater. Now we're trying to figure out the head and the neck and the hat and not make it too wobbly, and not make the head be so low. So we put some pieces under there so it stacked a little bit higher, added a piece for the nose, added some things in the robot's arms, and then we were trying to figure out the eyes, and we wanted to use measuring spoons. So we took that piece off, added an old-fashioned can opener with a little bit of tape for the mouth. Meanwhile, you can't see it, but my son is working on taping the measuring spoons to the upside-down funnel for the eyes. And we'll add that right there. And there it is. So this robot is not meant to stay a robot forever. The pieces will come apart, and yours should too. One thing that will make your robot a little bit better is to add a face. So you can see it's a little bit abstract, but I have a mouth and a nose and eyes. So I suggest, if you're able to, that you go ahead and add those things to your robot as well. So be creative with your robot. It doesn't have to be a human robot. It can be an animal, like one of the examples I've shown you, or it doesn't have to look like a person or an animal at all. It can be something totally different. But just gather your materials before you start, kind of look around, identify which things you can use for which parts of your robot, and find a place to work where you can spread out a little bit, and be sure and take a picture of your final product. I can't wait to see it. Use tape and other things to attach pieces if you need to. Don't worry about that. And just like with your color wheel, I will put the best ones on Instagram, so check for that. And you can look in Progress Book for feedback from me. So have some fun, and reminder for next week, you will need a soda can of pop, a can of seltzer, whatever. You'll need an empty, clean can for our project next week. So have fun. Can't wait to see your robots. Bye.